You're on.
Alright. My name is Stephanie Ghost, and I'm going to be doing chapter 10, moving into reading. This chapter talks about multiple ways to teach comprehension in reading. The first one it talks about is interactive reading, where you read a book and you make sure to demonstrate fluency and expression through the book. The book I'm going to be using today is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's not one I would actually use in a 5th grade classroom because too many parents have a problem with it, but it's what I had on my shelf. So, not for the first time, an argument had broken out over breakfast at number 4 Private Drive. Mr. Vernon Dursley had been woken in the early hours of the morning by a loud hooting noise from his nephew Harry's room. "Third time this week," he roared across the table. "If you can't control that owl, it'll have to go." Harry tried yet again to explain. "She's bored," he said. She's used to flying outside. If I could just let her out at night." "Do I look stupid?" snarled Uncle Vernon, a bit of fried egg dangling from his bushy mustache. "I know what'll happen if that owl's let out." He exchanged dark looks with his wife, Petunia. Harry tried to argue about but his words were drowned by a long, loud belch from the Dursley's son, Dudley. "I want more bacon." "There's more in the frying pan, sweetums," said Aunt Petunia, turning misty eyes on her massive son. "We must build you up while we've got the chance. I don't like the sound of that school food." "Nonsense, Petunia. I never went hungry when I was at smelting," and Uncle Vernon said heartily. "Dudley gets enough, don't you, son?" Now I'm going to stop and do a discussion for prediction, because it's one of the strategies on page 71 that they suggest to use for comprehension. So this is my husband, James. He's playing my student today. He's a 5th grader. James, what do you think is going to happen with Harry's owl?
I think it's going to be left in the cage.
You think they're going to keep it locked in the cage?
Mm-hmm.
You think they're going to escape it all?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Dudley, who was so large his bottom drooped over either side of the kitchen chair, grinned and turned to Harry. "Pass the frying pan." "You've forgotten the magic word," said Harry irritably. The effect of this simple sentence on the rest of the family was incredible. Dudley gasped and fell off his chair with a crash that shook the whole kitchen. Mrs. Dursley gave a small scream and clapped her hands to her mouth. Mr. Dursley jumped to his feet, veins throbbing in his temples. "I meant please," said Harry quickly. "I didn't mean—" "What have I told you?" thundered his uncle, spraying spit over the table. "About saying the N-word in our house." "But how dare you threaten Dudley?" roared Uncle Vernon, pounding the table with his fist. I warned you. I will not tolerate mention of your abnormality under this roof." And then it talks about, as you go on in the book, to go from interactive reading, where you're reading to the students, to have the students reading as well. So I'm going to have James read from right here where it says, "It was this scar that made Harry." You just have to read it.
It was the scar that made Harry so particularly unusual, even for a wizard. The scar was the only hint of Harry's very mysterious past, of the reason he'd been left on the Dursley's doorstep 11 years ago. At the age of 1-year-old, Harry had somehow survived a curse from the greatest dark sorcerer of all time, Lord Voldemort, whose name most witches and wizards still fear to speak. Harry's parents had died in Voldemort's attack, but Harry had to escape with his lightning scar, and somehow, nobody understood why, Voldemort's powers had been destroyed the instant he had failed to kill Harry.
Alright, you can stop there. Now, James, you can turn to your shoulder partner and talk about why you think Harry survived. You can stop there.